Hello everybody. It is actually the afternoon. I still about said morning. I wasn't gonna vlog today, but I was like, you know what? It feels good outside. It's like making me feel good. I needed this serotonin. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna vlog some stuff I get done today and hope it gives you guys some motivation to get up and get going. I have still been fighting my depression, and I deal with that really bad through the cold seasons. I deal with it year round, but it's a lot worse in the winter, and I feel like that's a lot of people. It's just normal in a sense, you know, for certain people. But it doesn't make it any easier. But today it's supposed to be like in the 70s. So I am so excited. We had breakfast outside. It felt so good outside already. And so just come hang out with me and see what all we can get done today. And I hope today's video gives you guys some motivation.
People doing things they hate just to fit in. I know it's easier to get along peacefully, but have you ever thought about you? Don't know why I keep on doing what I'm told to do when the rules are made up by someone we never knew. Baby, wipe your tears and hear me out. We don't need someone to feel alright. Let's do the streets on Monday. Let's call your exes and tell them they can join us too. Why always put it on money when you can get rich by trying to see the outside? I know it's hard sometimes to believe it, that you deserve more. Let me say it. Go quit the job you hate and love the ones you love. 'Cause have you ever really thought about you? Don't know why I keep on doing what I'm told to do when the rules are made up by someone we never knew. Baby, wipe your tears and hear me out. We don't need someone to feel alright. Let's do the streets on Monday. Let's call your exes and tell them they can join us too. Why always put it on money when you can get rich by trying to see the outside? We don't need someone to feel alright. Let's do the streets on Monday. Let's call your exes and tell them they can join us too. Why always put it on money when you can get rich by trying to see the outside?
Wasted money on cures. Forgot how to fix myself. They say that time is free. Then why is it so precious? Oh, I'll save memories in my head, like Polaroids on walls. They remind you to look ahead. Time is running out. but time is running out. 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 But time is running out. What if my best days are over? They can't be over. They can't be over now. Time is running out. What if my best days are over? They can't be over now. But time is running out. Time is running out. Time is running out. Work is almost over, summer's getting closer. No time to be sober, sunshine on my shoulders. I'm alive and I'm breathing, living my best life. Love is on my mind and it's making me high. I'm staying.
It feels so good with the windows open, the door open. Got the second load of laundry drying. And that's really it. Got the house all cleaned up. Of course, I gotta cook supper tonight, but we're gonna do, actually, I don't know what we're gonna do. I thought out some chicken, but I'll have to see. I didn't have to bake anything today. I've still been doing really good, not buying any store-bought breads. I've still been making everything. And it's a lot, you know? Like, it is a lot. I make a fresh loaf of bread every couple days. And then, you know, I've been making like hamburger buns, hot dog buns, and all that stuff, which you guys will see probably towards the end of February. All of that stuff. I'm just gonna put all of that in one video. But it's been fun, but it has been a lot. But I've really been enjoying baking and everything, just playing around with it, having fun with it, testing recipes. It's been fun. But so I don't have to bake anything today because I did that yesterday. Yesterday I tried half wheat flour and half regular flour for my loaf bread recipe. It turned out pretty good. Of course, it's a little denser than like just regular white bread, but it had really good, still had really good flavor, and it was still soft. But like I said, it's not as soft as if you just use the white, but that's just because it's hardier. You know, you're using the wheat flour, so. But that's another reason why I did half and half, because I knew that it was going to be, you know, denser. But it turned out pretty good. That's what I made the boys' sandwiches for lunch this morning, which y'all didn't see that. It was too early. It's too early, and I just, which like I said at the beginning, I wasn't even going to vlog today. I just decided to pick the camera up, but they've been enjoying the fresh breads as well. And my sister-in-law gave me a friendship bread starter And I finally got to bake that yesterday, and oh my gosh, you guys, it was so good. It was so good. If I can find a recipe online for friendship bread and like how to start that, I will put one in the description box, because y'all have to try it if you've never tried it. I don't think I have ever had a friendship bread starter. This is a first for me, and it was really good. Really good. I'll definitely make more. But with the starter, once you're like, you go through like a 10-day process, you feed it a couple days and stir it a couple days. And over that 10-day process, that 10th day, you get to feed it and then divide it up. Well, with one starter, like she gave me one starter from her batch. Well, one starter after 10 days divides up into 4 starters, plus you get like 3 loaves of bread out of it. And so my mom was the only one that wanted a starter, and so I've got 3 starters sitting over here on my counter, and I can't throw them away. So I'm just gonna keep feeding them, and 10 days from now I'm gonna have 9 loaves of bread and like 12 new starters. So I wish some of y'all lived close so I could share the starters. But I probably, after this time around, I probably will have to throw some away, because I don't need 12 starters, because then that next time, like it, you know, every starter you get 4 starters from it. So I can't keep that many going. And it's a lot to bake and everything. But I'm gonna leave what I have now. I've been offering them to people. Nobody wants one, so. But that was fun to kind of change it up from me just making like my loaf bread and buns and stuff, like doing something like that. Because I tried to do sourdough a long time ago, and it ended up molding, and I just gave up on it. And I've not started a new sourdough, because I've just been enjoying my yeast bread, and it's easier, and you know, you can mix it, make it, and bake it. Like you don't have to wait, and you know, the whole process for the sourdough. So this friendship bread was fun. Because, you know, you have to let it sit like that. And, you know, that was my first time doing that. And, you know, it was fun to keep it going. And I didn't mold it. It actually did good, which all it is milk, 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of self-rising flour, and then 1 cup of sugar. And you feed it every couple days. Stir it every single day, and it tastes so good. I gave the neighbor a loaf, and then we ate a loaf last night, and then we've got a half of a loaf left, and then I cut some of it up and gave it and put it in the boys' lunches. Winston was like, please put that in my lunchbox. It was really good. It was, like I said, it was a nice change from, you know, just your regular loaf bread. But I've been enjoying it. It is a lot of work keeping up with, you know, having to make loaves every couple of days, and, you know, making sure that, you know, if you're going to plan and do like burgers one night, like you have to make sure to plan ahead to get your burger buns done so you can have those for, you know, for that night. So it is a little, you know, time consuming, but it's fun and we enjoy it. And technically, you know, it's a lot healthier than the store-bought, and you know what's in it. So, and it's different, because I was talking to somebody about it, and she was talking about, like, you know, in her head, she was comparing her homemade breads to store-bought, so she just wasn't happy with the outcome. And I was like, you got to remember that they're totally different. Like, you know what ingredients is in your homemade bread, and you don't have all of those additives and terrible things in the loaf bread. And so the texture, the look of it, all of it's going to be different. But once you get it down and, you know, keep practicing and just having fun with it, I think that's one of the things, like I said, I've been enjoying, is just playing around with different recipes, changing out the flours, and like having fun and seeing what we really like and what works best for, you know, for us. So, but I don't have to do any of that today, because I did a big baking day yesterday. But I'm gonna wait for this other load of laundry to get done and fold it. I'm still not hungry. I ate a late breakfast, so I don't know. I'm pretty much got everything caught up. I guess I needed to decide what I'm doing for supper tonight. Okay, I fibbed to you guys. I decided that I'm gonna do the chicken grinder sandwiches, the chicken parm grinders I talked about in my grocery haul. If you missed that, I'll have it linked down below. But we need, you know, bread for our grinders. So I'm gonna make some baguettes. I will have a recipe that I'm following down below. We will see how this turns out. I'm super excited. Super duper excited. So I've just got water, added my yeast in. I'm gonna add in some sugar. And then we're gonna let this sit for about 10 minutes to bloom. And then we'll mix everything together. Okay, it has been 10 minutes. It's nice and fluffy. So we're gonna add in our flour. I may need a bigger bowl. May need a bigger bowl. Okay. We're gonna mix this together. Mix it up a little bit, and then we're gonna add in our salt. You gotta be careful adding in salt right with the yeast because the salt can kill the yeast. And we just bloomed it, so we don't want that to happen. 2, 3. I'm just gonna mix this up, and then we're going to either put Saran Wrap over it. I have a lid for this bowl, so I'm just gonna put the lid on it. And then it's just gonna sit on the counter for about 2 to 3 hours. And it's just gonna double in size, probably more than that. That's why I think I need to get a bigger bowl, but I don't know if I have a bigger bowl. I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it in this container. And let it do its thing. That way I know it has plenty of room to rise. Okay. I've got about 10 minutes till I need to leave. I took me a shower. Now I'm gonna make me a sandwich for the car. Yeah, don't do that. It's not good for your teeth. Anyways. And then we will go get Winston. Today went by super fast. super fast. Do you like mayonnaise? Well, there it goes. Mayonnaise or Miracle Whip? I like mayonnaise. I used to not like any of it, but as I've gotten older, I like mayonnaise, and my favorite is Duke's. 100%. Okay, we'll put this all up and we'll get on the road.
Oh no, anxiety creeps up on me. Is this how it's supposed to feel? Tell me when it's over. I got someplace that I gotta be. It won't leave. My friends say, get out of your comfort zone. It's a blessing in disguise. Get out of what you call home. Your name is written in the sky. It might feel just like you're on your own, but baby, it's another lie. Remember, you were made. I try to work, but it doesn't work. I try to say something, but there's no word. I try to justify my actions, less reactions, heartbeat raising. Oh, it doesn't work. The doctor says take some pills, but this is not how it's supposed to feel. Upside down and in and out, I guess I have to take a break. Get out of your comfort zone, it's a blessing in disguise. Get out of what you call home.
Winston wanted to come to the park since it feels so good outside. It's not too packed. I figured there would be more people, but it does feel good. I think if the wind wasn't blowing, it would be a little bit warmer feeling, but we do have some pretty bad winds. We had really bad winds last night, but it does feel really good outside. My car says that it is 68, but on the radio they said that it was 71, so who knows. But I'm gonna let him play for a little bit, especially when it gets warmer. We normally come here after school at least a few days a week and let him play and get some of that energy out. But on the way driving to pick him up, I realized that I think I need to move somewhere that is this weather or a little bit warmer just year round, because I think that it will help my overall mood and mental health. But we ain't moving anytime soon. Probably never. I'll go ahead and say that before y'all start making assumptions. But I was just, that thought came through my mind. I was like, you know what? I wonder if I would feel better if I had warmer weather year round, where I didn't have to deal with the winter depression. But I don't know, today just really made me excited for spring and summer. And normally I'm not a summer girl, but I don't know, this time around I'm just so ready. I'm ready for the summers. And you know, it's different because like you know, we've moved closer to family. We have more things that we can do. You know, we can go to the creek and go to the beach and, well, the lake beach. And like, we have more things to do. And I don't know. And it's different from the summers when we were, you know, in Lexington in the city. And I don't know, we can, you know, go to the creek, and you know, like, it's just so much more enjoyable in our summer adventures. And so I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the warmer weather, and today just gave me that little bit of hope where I know it's coming and my mental health will get better. So, but I am doing things that can help myself, you know, trying to make sure I get up and get going, and you know, trying to find myself again, do things that I enjoy, because it's hard when you're a mom and a wife, and you know, and when you stay home. Like, you mean, I stay home all the time, which, yes, I'm a homebody, but it can be really hard on your mental health when you do stay home full time. You know, like, I don't get a ton of that social interaction like, you know, most people do that go to work every day. So, you know, yes, I have my people that I talk to every day, but it's just still, it's not the same. And so I've noticed that I've got to start finding myself again before I lose myself anymore. But yeah, and that, you know, some people are like, well, why do you share this stuff? I share this stuff because I'm not alone. And I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. There's so many women and mamas, and, you know, that struggle. I'm not just going to say mamas. There's women, you know, even men that deal with mental health and, you know, the struggles of it. And just remember, you're not alone, and it's not going to last forever, but you do have to get up and, you know, fight. You got to get up and fight for yourself, fight for your family, and yeah. But that's why I share, and I've always kept it real on this channel. I've always shared real life with you guys, mom struggles, wife struggle. You know, like, that's me. I share real life, always have and always will. And, you know, I've talked about it recently, you know, especially on Instagram and TikTok. If you follow me on those platforms, I have been struggling pretty hard the past, you know, few weeks, and I thought that I was doing better. I even said it in one of my videos. I was like, you know, I had a really rough week. I feel better, but it didn't last very long. And so I got to find myself again, and I know I will. But today just kind of helped and gave me that hope that I know that it is going to get better, and, you know, the warmer weather's coming, which always helps as well. But I just have to keep focusing on myself and making sure I do those daily things that, you know, bring me joy in life. Because, like I said, there's times where, you know, it's hard when you are a homemaker and you stay home all the time. Like, it can be hard. It can be hard, and you can lose yourself, you know, because you're so focused on taking care of your family, taking care of the house, taking care, you know, of your kids. Like, it is hard, but just remember, you're not alone. You're not alone. We are back home. Winston's working on homework, and look at this, y'all. I'm glad I put it in this container because it is filled up. So now we're just going to shape them and then let them rise for about 30 more minutes and get them put in the oven. Okay, so I read back over the recipe, and this one actually doesn't have you do a second rise. So we're just gonna dump it. Winston, I'm filming. Everybody just heard you burp. So here's what it looks like. It is super sticky. So we got a little bit of flour down. And I'm just gonna shape it into maybe 4 like sub-size loaves. Got my oven preheated to 450. Want it nice and hot so it gets that nice crust. I'm gonna try to get all of this out of here that I can.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection lights a spark. You already know me when we dance in the dark. We're dreamers. We live it. We're dreamers. We're doing this in our way.
Okay, so I ended up doing more baguette style, but I plan on like cutting them in half, so this will be two, you know, so that will be perfect. So we should have enough. I didn't have room for all of them, so I put this one on here. So like I said, I've got my oven preheated to 450, and we're gonna get them put in. I am going to score the tops of them and cross our fingers they come out beautiful. The bread is out of the oven. Y'all, it smells so good. They look so pretty too. Very happy with how they turned out. Rustic. I'll make sure to have the recipe linked down below for you guys. The recipe wasn't for like baguette style, but of course, you know, shape it for whatever you need it. And then I've got my chicken cut up into thinner strips. I think I'm gonna marinate it with this zesty herb marinade, and then we'll bread it closer to time. Probably just gonna bake it in the oven, to be honest. And then we'll build our chicken parm grinders.
Hold on, baby, I don't dance, but how I love to be around you. I'm not scared to take a chance. Yeah, I'm so happy that I found you. And you know that I'm yours, alright. You can tell by the look in my eyes. Don't wanna play it cool, I gave it straight from the heart. Oh, how I love to be around you. We got something better than the others. We can fly higher than an eagle. Take me somewhere we can be together. Oh, how I love to be around you.
Y'all, those grinders were delicious. I'm definitely gonna start making those more. That bread was so good. Like, just all of it. The flavor of the chicken, the bread, and it was so good. Y'all got to try it. Now, I didn't follow a recipe, except for the bread. I just seasoned my own chicken. You put your pizza sauce on, your cheese, and you build your grinder. I did put it in the oven for about 8 minutes just to melt that cheese and heat the pizza sauce. But y'all have to try those. I was so busy and focused on the bread that I forgot to fix the side dish. I was gonna do homemade French fries. We just ate the sandwiches and we're full, and they were so good. So good. But I'm going to clean up, get Winston a bath, get him in bed. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.